Dealing with difficult people isn't just annoying, it can drain your mental health, throw off your emotional balance, and disrupt your whole sense of well-being before you even realize what's happening. And here's the wild part. Studies show that constant exposure to toxic behavior can spike your stress hormones the same way sleep deprivation or poor nutrition does. No wonder your immunity, energy, and even your mood take a hit. Most people think the problem is just the person, but the truth is much deeper. It's how these interactions secretly affect your lifestyle, your peace, and your quality of life. If you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling exhausted, anxious, or emotionally shaken, you're not alone. Difficult people can mess with your focus, ruin your day, and even throw your entire health routine off track, from sleep to exercise to balanced eating. And the hardest part? Most folks don't realize they're stuck in a cycle that damages their emotional well-being little by little. It's like carrying someone else's emotional weight on your back and wondering why everything feels heavy. But here's the good news. Once you understand why these people behave the way they do, you gain back your power. You start making choices that protect your peace, your mindfulness, your immunity, and your long-term health. And you don't need therapy for 10 years or some complicated system. You just need the right tools, simple steps grounded in preventive medicine, emotional awareness, and lifestyle shifts that anyone can apply. And by the end of this guide, you'll know exactly how to break free from the stress cycle, handle difficult people like a pro, and protect your mental and emotional health without losing your kindness or your confidence. You'll see how dealing with difficult people can become easier and even empowering when you understand the right approach. When someone acts in a difficult or aggressive way, there's almost always a reason beneath the surface. And understanding that root is the first step to protecting your well-being and mental health. A wise mentor knows that people rarely explode out of nowhere. Maybe they're dealing with chronic stress, poor sleep, unresolved trauma, or even lifestyle habits that affect their emotional balance and immunity. When you recognize this, you stop taking things personally and start seeing patterns. This shift alone brings more balance and keeps your peace intact. Think about that coworker who snaps at everyone before lunch. Sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes it's low blood sugar, poor nutrition, or zero self-care. Or that family member who always plays the victim. Maybe they've never learned healthy communication or emotional regulation. When you frame their behavior through the lens of prevention, mindfulness, and mental health, everything becomes easier to navigate. This perspective protects your quality of life and even lowers your own stress response. A practical way to apply this is by asking yourself one simple question before reacting. What pain might this person be carrying that I can't see? This isn't about excusing toxic behavior, it's about understanding it so you don't mirror it. Maybe that person hasn't exercised in months, sleeps 4 hours a night, and carries financial stress that crushes their emotional health. When you see that, you reclaim control. You stop reacting impulsively and start responding with clarity, calmness, and a healthy lifestyle mindset. And here's the best part. Once you understand someone's root patterns, you become less triggered and more strategic. You protect your mental health, reduce stress, and keep your life in balance, even in messy situations. This inner stability is a form of preventive medicine. You're preserving your energy and emotional well-being before things escalate. And as you'll see in the next step, once you understand their behavior, setting boundaries becomes not only easier, but absolutely necessary. Setting boundaries is one of the most powerful skills a person can develop, especially when it comes to protecting mental health, emotional balance, and overall well-being. A lot of people avoid boundaries because they're afraid of looking mean or causing conflict. But smart boundaries are actually a form of self-care and preventive medicine. When someone learns to say no with clarity, they create space for a healthier lifestyle, better sleep, stronger immunity, and less stress. Boundaries aren't walls, they're filters, and filters keep your peace safe. Picture this. Someone in your life constantly drains your energy, calls you only to complain, or dumps emotional weight on you after you've had a long day. Instead of absorbing that stress, a firm boundary might sound like, I could talk later, but right now I need time to rest. This simple shift protects your emotional health and keeps your quality of life intact. It's like choosing a balanced diet. You're deciding what comes into your life and what doesn't. That choice is power. A practical method many mentors teach is the short, simple, steady approach. Keep the boundary short, I can't do that today. Simple, I need some time for myself. And steady. Repeat it consistently without over-explaining. This reduces the emotional load on you and makes it clear that your well-being, your mindfulness, and your lifestyle matter. Over time, your body even responds. Reduced stress hormones, better sleep, and improved cardiovascular health are real benefits of emotional boundaries. And here's what most people don't expect. The more you practice setting boundaries, the less guilt you feel. You start noticing how much healthier, calmer, and grounded your life becomes. You feel lighter, more balanced, and more in control of your emotional environment. And now that you're learning how to stand strong without guilt, the next step gets even more powerful, because maintaining calm under pressure is the skill that ties everything together. Staying calm when someone is being difficult is like having a superpower, one that protects your mental health, your emotional balance, and even your physical well-being. When you keep your cool, you reduce stress hormones, protect your cardiovascular health, and strengthen your immunity. Calmness is not weakness. It's a strategic form of preventive medicine. And when someone realizes they don't have access to your emotions, their influence over your quality of life drops instantly. Imagine this. Someone throws a sarcastic comment your way, hoping to trigger you. Instead of biting the hook, you breathe, pause, and remember that their behavior speaks about them, not you. This shift keeps your well-being front and center. It's mindfulness in action, choosing not to absorb someone else's chaos. And once you master this, you start noticing how much lighter your life becomes, like you're finally taking back the steering wheel. A practical technique to apply is the name it and frame it method. When someone tries to provoke you, quietly name what's happening. This person is projecting stress, and frame your internal response. This isn't mine to carry. This simple mental strategy protects your emotional health and keeps your nervous system regulated. It's kind of like choosing healthy food over junk. You're deciding what enters your inner world. Over time, this calm approach reduces stress, improves sleep, and supports a healthier lifestyle overall. And the best part? Once you stop taking things personally, you gain emotional clarity. You start acting based on your values instead of reacting to someone else's behavior. You become more grounded, more balanced, and more confident. And this sets the stage for the next step. Because now that your calm is becoming your strength, it's time to learn how to communicate with assertiveness that protects your peace without losing your empathy. Assertive communication is one of the strongest tools anyone can use to protect their mental health, well-being, and emotional balance. It's the sweet spot between being too passive and too aggressive, a place where your voice is clear, calm, and confident. When someone learns to communicate assertively, they reduce stress, improve their relationships, and strengthen their overall quality of life. It becomes a form of preventive medicine for the mind, helping you stay centered even when people around you are chaotic. Think of assertive communication like choosing balanced nutrition for your emotional world. Instead of stuffing down your feelings, which only damages your mental health, or exploding, which hurts your immunity and increases stress, you express yourself with clarity. Something as simple as, I understand your point, but I need you to speak to me respectfully can shift an entire dynamic. It's direct, it's mindful, and it keeps your well-being at the center of the conversation. A practical technique is the I statement method, a classic used by therapists and wellness mentors. You say things like, I feel overwhelmed when conversations get heated and I need a calmer tone. This structure removes blame, reduces defensiveness, and reinforces your emotional health. It's incredible how this simple approach can improve your sleep, reduce anxiety, and support a healthier lifestyle, all because communication becomes cleaner and less draining. And here's the real magic. The more you practice assertiveness, the more empowered you feel. People start respecting your boundaries, your emotional balance improves, and your stress levels drop. It's like building a shield of mindfulness and self-care that follows you everywhere. And now that you've learned how to express yourself with clarity, confidence, and calmness, the final step becomes essential. Knowing when it's time to step away to protect your long-term well-being. Knowing when to walk away is one of the most underrated skills in protecting mental health, emotional balance, and overall well-being. Some people stay in toxic conversations, draining environments, or stressful dynamics far longer than they should, and it slowly chips away at their immunity, sleep quality, and inner peace. Walking away isn't giving up, it's choosing a healthier lifestyle, a stronger mindset, and a life rooted in mindfulness and preventive care. It's a moment you say, my peace matters more than this chaos. Picture this. Someone keeps crossing your boundaries, ignoring your needs, or trying to provoke you even after you've communicated clearly. At that point, walking away is an act of self-care. It's like choosing a balanced diet over junk food. You're selecting what supports your long-term health. And research even shows that removing yourself from toxic interactions can instantly lower stress hormones and improve cardiovascular health. That's how powerful emotional distance can be. A practical way to apply this is to set a personal peace threshold. Decide ahead of time what behaviors you will tolerate and what crosses the line. When someone hits that threshold, you step back, breathe, and choose distance. Maybe that means leaving a room, ending a call, or pausing a conversation. These small actions support your well-being, reduce stress, and create space for emotional healing and better quality of life. Over time, this becomes a habit, one that strengthens your resilience and emotional immunity. And here's something most people don't realize. Walking away often inspires respect. When others see that you won't sacrifice your mental health, your self-worth increases in their eyes and in your own. You feel lighter, stronger, and more aligned with a lifestyle that prioritizes balance and well-being. And now that all 5 steps are in place, you'll see how these tools connect and transform the way you deal with difficult people, helping you build a calmer, healthier, and more empowered life. Now take a moment and think back to that feeling you used to get when dealing with difficult people. The stress in your chest, the spike in anxiety, the way it ruined your whole mood or even your sleep. Look at how far you've come. You now understand the roots behind people's behavior. You know how to keep your mental health protected, and you finally have tools that support a healthier lifestyle, better emotional balance, and real well-being. That's huge. But here's the real question. What will you do with this knowledge now? Are you going to let the same people drain your energy tomorrow? Or are you ready to set boundaries, communicate with confidence, and choose your peace over their chaos? The power is in your hands. And your future self is already thanking you for stepping into a more mindful, stress-free, and emotionally strong version of your life. And be honest, how many situations could have been different if you had learned these steps earlier? How many nights of lost sleep? How many days where your emotional health took the hit? Well, that ends now, because you're not just reacting anymore. You're leading your life with intention, self-care, and a stronger sense of balance than ever before. So don't stop here. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep protecting your peace like it's priceless, because it is. And if you're ready for more tools to boost your well-being, improve your mental health, and build a healthier, happier lifestyle, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.